Hello everyone and welcome to a brand new episode of, you guessed it, CharlieGeaux. As you always know, I'm CharlieGeaux and I am ecstatic to be here with you guys this week. I hope you guys have had a fantastic week and are starting off an even better weekend. Today we are doing something that I thought we were going to be doing last weekend, but because of a last minute delivery, we got to do a whole different thing, which was the Obsidian Flames beginning of our entire Obsidian Flames series, and I am so excited. But I told you guys that what we were going to do last week was then moved to this week, which is super exciting as well. We are continuing a version of Scarlet and Violet, not Obsidian Flames, but we are getting to do a build and battle stadium for Paldea Evolved, which I am so excited. I absolutely love the build and battle stadiums. It wasn't long ago that I did my first one. It was a few expansions ago, and I realized just how much fun they were. And so now it's become just part of our fantastic openings for all of our series, so long as they have one. If you haven't seen a build and battle stadium, what is really cool about them is that if you would like to actually play physically, not just virtually, although we do love the Pokemon TCG Live. If you want to play physically and you don't have all the cards set up, or you don't have exactly what you think you might need, there are two little boxes inside this build and battle stadium for you and whomever you would like to compete against. So it gives you, it shows you at the bottom everything that you get. We'll get the opportunity to see all of that in just a moment, but obviously you have to hold on just a second. Before we get started though, I just want to say welcome to all of you guys, to those of you who are already part of this fantastic community, and those of you who have yet to click that subscribe button. But I would love to see you do that today. If you'd like to, make sure you hit that like button, the subscribe button, and ring that bell so you never miss a single CharlieGeaux episode. And while you're at it, make sure you follow me on social media. I have Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter. And if you're following at least one of those accounts, you get early access to at least one code card prior to the upcoming episode from the upcoming episode. So that gives you that early access, or that first opportunity to try to get that code card first to put on your online your Pokemon TCG Live account. And that is something that I love to do for all of you guys. You also get a little sneak peek of what's coming that upcoming episode, and if you're following those social media accounts, you'll know if anything happens, whether we have an extra episode, a live episode, or if there's a week that some kind of emergency hits and there is no episode, which I don't like to do those weeks whenever I can avoid them, but life happens and we all understand that. But that is not this week. And so also last week I also mentioned something. I have acquired I want to say two items, but within those two type of items, I have acquired a couple different things within those things, and I've been waiting for an opportunity to show them to you guys because it's really exciting. So I might do one of those today and just show you a little gift that was given to me that I am very, very excited about. I've been holding on for the right opportunity. I was going to do it last week alongside this opening, but obviously we had to open an entire booster box, which takes a little bit longer. But if you haven't watched it yet, I definitely recommend going back and taking a look. So I think I have gotten everything out in the beginning of this episode. So without further ado, let's get started. Like I said, I really love build and battle stadiums. It gives you an opportunity to, if you can see at the bottom, you get 40 card decks, two, because you get one in each box, two promo cards, 11 booster packs, energy card, or 121 energy cards, which you all know, if you haven't actually played physically or even virtually, you do need as many energy cards as you can get so that you can always energize your fantastic Pokemon into continuing to play. You also get dice and coin markers. So like I said, this is basically the winning item. If you were really looking for that first item to get from a new set, or just in general, and you're wanting to actually play, this is the item to get, because it does give you everything you need for you as well as one other person to play. If you're just looking for yourself, that's awesome too. There are see, these are individual build and battle boxes. You can get those individual boxes by themselves without getting the entire stadium, so that's also something that you can do. And you can pick whichever expansion or set that you would like within the Pokemon realm, so long as it was within the time period when they started creating these build and battle stadiums, which they've been doing it for a little bit. So definitely feel like in at least some of the later sets, you should be in expansions, you should be able to find the build and battle stadium that you are looking for. So hopefully that gives you guys a little bit of insight into this if you didn't already know. And one thing that I absolutely love about this community, and that I kind of created this community to do, was to not only create obviously a community of people who love Pokemon, but a community of people who love Pokemon and know information about it, such that they would love to share that information with their fellow community members, because that's something that, if you don't know my background, I actually had someone comment it on a video a few weeks ago, and it's something that I've been meaning to respond to, but it was how I got into Pokemon, and I talked about it at the very beginning of this whole entire channel, but I haven't really mentioned it in a while, so I didn't even think about the fact that there are people who are here who probably haven't watched those episodes. Real quick, I just want to acknowledge just how cool this box is. Oh, that is so awesome. So you have all of your starters from this region in their fully evolved forms. Love these boxes because you can use them to store your cards and anything else that you want to store safely to a certain extent. Obviously there are, you know, it's probably not fully waterproof or anything like that, but it does allow for you to store them better than maybe in a plastic baggie or something like that. So I do love getting these kind of items just for that purpose, if not for others, obviously. And of course, here are three of our booster packs, which I love the fact that we got 3 different pieces of artwork, as well as our dice, which are super awesome as well, and our damage counters, and of course, all of the energy you could ever want. You can never have enough energy. But like I was saying, I actually didn't start out in the realm of Pokemon from as early as I probably would have liked. Because, you know, whenever I was growing up, Pokemon was primarily a male-centered storyline, and that was totally fine, but I was always interested in it, and it was just one of those things where I just was kind of, you know, never felt like it was something I could get into, because I was always a little bit dorky, but, you know, you don't, there were times there were time periods in which that wasn't as fun or as openly talked about as being dorky. So I just kind of win my way off or out of the potential to become the Pokemon lover that I am today. And it wasn't until later on in life that I was reintroduced to the incredible world of Pokemon, and by a booster pack, and opened it, and that is actually where I see that Charizard in the back, where that came from. And so that Charizard right there is part of the reason, probably one of the main reasons why I actually started this channel, is because I just loved everything about it. Started watching the show, started getting involved in the games, and starting this channel. And I did so kind of on a whim, knowing that I really didn't know much, and that's what I loved about this channel, is that everyone has been just so wonderful and open and willing to help me out and help everyone else out. And that's why I love this channel, is because it's not just for those of us who know and love Pokemon and have our entire lives. It's people from all sides of the Pokemon, I guess, spectrum, is from those who are brand new to those who have been around from the very beginning. And so yeah, that's actually, and I started it while in law school. I started this channel because I needed an outlet. If you've been through law school or just, you know, higher education in general, you know that studying takes a lot out of you, and it's nice to be able to go to a community and do something that you love. And so this was kind of my out for law school, and just I fell in love with this entire world of Pokemon, and opening these packs, and I'm having the hardest time getting this one off, the plastic off, but then it just came, you know, I guess stemmed from that. So yeah, that's how I got into Pokemon. I did have family members who were interested in it when I was younger, but you know, it was for guys, and and I just always assumed that it was just something that I couldn't. And obviously that's not true, and I absolutely love where this has gone, and I can't wait to see where it goes next. So yes, that is where my Pokemon journey, how it kicked off. Not exactly like all of the people who have been involved from the very beginning, but I just hope to learn from you guys and share that knowledge with others. So make sure you leave fun Pokemon facts in the comments as much as you want. I love that. And if I say anything wrong or say a Pokemon's name wrong, that's totally fine, and that's what I love to do. And if anyone else has questions, I'm sure if I can't answer them, there are plenty of Pokemon experts out there, especially in this community, who are more than happy to help you guys out. So, long story short. Okay, so this is one of obviously our build and battle boxes that are part of the build and battle stadium. As you saw, I was mixing them up because that's just kind of what I do. Inside these, which is actually, I really love what's also inside, because it did mention, obviously, you get the cards, you get some booster packs, but you also get this really cool tip sheet. Okay, so, and you can obviously look at that if you wanted to pause it. You might have to zoom in because those words probably look very small, but you know, it gives you building tips as to how you would want to build your, you know, Pokemon lineup, I guess. And so there's that on one side, and on the other side you get the entire list of Pokemon and cards in this set, as well as kind of explaining the difference between the different rares, which obviously in the last episode and in some of the more recent ones, understanding the difference between ultra rares, illustration rares, special illustration rares, hyper rares, they do change those. So I might end up like just taping this over here so I kind of get an idea of what type of rare it is. Because they do kind of confuse me. Some people are way better at that than me, but I love looking at the cards and seeing all the beautiful artwork and get really excited no matter what. So that is what you get inside, and that can also be a checklist for you if you're trying to get the master set of any set, which I also I think that's gonna be my next endeavor, especially once I get into a house and can put an entire Pokemon wall in for all my binders, because I currently don't have access to my binders and it's driving me crazy because they're all in boxes still. But once in about a year or so, when I get a house, hopefully, crossing my fingers, the goal is to do that and then be able to start an entire collection of hopefully master sets. That's the goal. That would be really awesome. I would love it. If you don't know what a master set is, it's basically getting every single card in that particular expansion. So that would be really cool. Okay, so these obviously you get your booster packs, but here is where you're really gonna get all the other, because if they just gave you the booster packs, there's no telling what kind of cards that you would get. So this is every single one comes with one of these, which are your holos. And it is basically the promo card. You can't usually get it, at least not with the stamp. It's usually something that you can't get elsewhere. And so that's what's also really cool. They're usually 4, and you have the opportunity to get them. Now, I think the last one that I opened, I got 2 of the same. So if I get 2 of the same again this time, I'll just know that I'm cursed from here on out. But you do get this beautiful Excalibur, or at least not, we got this Excalibur. We don't know, you could get what, I think this might tell you, is it only 2? It might only be 2 types. But we're seeing like the Excalibur, and it looks like it's a Pelipper are the 2. Now I could be totally wrong, but I think that those are the 2. Usually I think it's 4, but I could be totally wrong. I almost forgot. Can't leave without giving you guys this code card. I'm not going anywhere. Why'd I say leave? Can't start without giving you guys this code card. If you haven't been near this channel before or watched this channel before, you don't know, I do give you guys every single code card that I open on this channel, and so that you guys can battle it out to see who gets to go online and put that in first. Okay, so obviously, usually based off of the energy cards that you get, that's how you're gonna know what type of cards you're going to get from this particular deck. So it looks like we're gonna be primarily looking at water and grass energy. So here are your trainer cards. So you have the Superior Energy Retrieval, Nest Ball, Youngster, Jacques, Grusha, Dendra, Boss's Orders. Oh, there's our Pelipper, our Paldea Tauros, Wingull, Nimble. So we got our crickets in here, and they usually try to give you, if they give you something like Nimble or obviously like Pelipper, they're gonna give you the Wingull, which are for the evolution to that ultimate Pokemon. Because why would they just give you a Pelipper? Because you couldn't actually use it. If you haven't played before, you may not know actually, in order to use the bigger Pokemon or the higher evolution or higher Pokemon in that evolutionary chain, you have to first put down something like a Wingull in order to evolve it. So that's fun facts with CharlieGeaux, Frigibax, and then of course Arctibax, and there's our Baxcalibur, which goes perfectly with this. Now, this might be, because I think I had only seen this one, so this one might be, I can't remember if that's actually one of the pieces of art in the actual set. I cannot remember if there are 2 Baxcalibur. I know I've seen this one, so this one might be just for these boxes. Usually if you have a promo card in a Pokemon item, it is specific to that box or to that item. So that's one thing that is actually really cool about getting the promo cards and how they get you. That's how they get you to get all these items, is because they want you want to open up, obviously you want to get those promo cards. And they have done, I was just looking at this, they seem to be giving you all different pieces of art on the front of these booster packs. They're like, you know what, we're gonna just give them exact, like, one of each, which I actually love. It kind of helps out. I mean, I'm not particularly OCD, but there are certain things that, you know, they do give you a little bit of calmness in looking at something, as opposed to, sorry, I was just thinking there's no card trick, as opposed to seeing one and then being 3 of one different type of artwork. If you know, you know. I'm sorry. There's your Grass Energy. Awesome. Okay, so we're starting off with a Dunsparce, Noibat, Sprigatito, Quaxly. Oh my goodness, that'd be crazy if we got all 3 starters. Zuelius, Spidops. Okay, so we have our reverse holo Rellor, and we gotta see if we get that first pull, if we get another reverse holo. 3, 2. And, oh my goodness! We got the Arctibax! Oh my goodness, that is so cool. Okay, and 3, 2, and a holo Baxcalibur. Okay, so it does look like these are 2 different pieces of artwork. Oh my goodness, but look at that, we got the Arctibax too. Oh, and that art is so cool. Okay, wait, I'm trying to connect artists now, because I'm trying to see which ones. I've seen people with favorite Pokemon artists. I know one of them for me is the one who does like the Giratina and the Magikarp from the newest, or from one of the newer sets. But this one is so awesome. Oh my goodness, that is really cool. I'm just gonna keep staring at it if I don't stop myself. I love the colors, everything, the way that it's drawn. It's just, I don't know, that's a cool card. I don't even think I'd seen that one before. So very nice first pack magic, double pull, fantastic. Now, I say double pull, but it's important to note that in the more recent sets, like Paldea Evolved, you do get a holo with every pull. I still think that's a cool thing, even though it does kind of prevent you from wondering if you're going to get anything at all, which is something that was the case for many of our previous sets. But at the same time, I do appreciate I'm trying to put everything, all of these, in the box from which they came. But it does at least give you that excitement of you knowing you get a holo every single time. So that's kind of cool. But at the same time, there is a little bit of more excitement sometimes not knowing if you're even gonna get a holo. I don't know. I go back and forth. I'd love to hear you guys in the comments whether or not you like getting a holo in every single booster pack, or if you would rather there be a little bit of mystery. I'm just kidding. There's always mystery. You don't know what you're gonna get, but okay, we have some electric energy. We have our Great Ball. We have another Rellor. We have Quaxly, Tinkatink, our Talonflame, Heracross, our Kilowattrel. Okay, a reverse holo Hoppip. Let's see if we get something that second pull. Oh my goodness, we got another. We have a Dendra Trainer card. Oh my goodness, and 3, 2, and a holo Garganacl. Oh my goodness. Oh, that's a cool card. Oh my goodness, I love how they did that. That is beautiful. I love the colors on that. They're very, I don't know, they highlight without overpowering. That's a beautiful card. So we got our first in this episode trainer card, big trainer card pool, alongside obviously our Arctibax and our Gargankle. I don't actually know how to say that one, so I'm probably saying it wrong every single time, and it's probably driving the Pokemon, those out there with the most Pokemon knowledge, absolutely up the wall, which is why I tell you guys to put in the comment section if I say something wrong. Unless you think it's just endearing. I can just make up my own way of saying the Pokemon. Actually, that'd be kind of funny if you spent an entire episode purposefully mispronouncing the Pokemon names. Maybe not everyone, but just randomly throwing that in there. It would probably drive everyone nuts, so I won't do it unless y'all ask. Unless there is a massive request, because if only one person asks, then it's gonna drive everyone else nuts the entire episode. Maybe I'll do it for part of like a live episode or something. That would be fun. Probably not for some people, but there's your code card. Let's see what that energy is. Some fire energy. We are on fire today. Here we go. Pincurchin, Makuhita, Magikarp, Slowpoke, Azumarill. Okay, Vespiquen. We have Ice Cube, Reverse Hollow Tarantula, and let's see. Oh, our first doubles Reverse Hollow Girafarig in 3-2, and a Hollow Boss's Orders. So our first general or generic booster pack. So this is if you haven't opened any of the Scarlet and Violet packs up to this point or watched, that's kind of how they are set up. So you would, in that second to last slot, either get a Reverse Hollow or, you know, like an illustration rare, or something along those lines, and then you would get at least a hollow at the end, sometimes more, but at least a hollow. So that would be your general Scarlet and Violet pack right there, which we love, even though it doesn't have, you know, the big rares or anything like that. We want to see all of our fantastic Pokemon have the opportunity to shine. So here we go. Let's see, this is our last one from that first box, but don't worry, we're not done yet. Okay, I swear, every single time I have to hit that camera. Maybe one of these days I will have more room, and I will be able to not hit the camera. I'll probably still hit the camera. I'm not gonna promise anything. Okay, Psychic Energy, we have a Charcadet, Rellor, Tadbulb, Frigivax, a Pyroar, Florigato, Mousehold, we have a household of mouses, Groagunk, a Reverse Hollow Tinkatink in 3-2, and whoa! That is so awesome! Oh, that is a cool card! Okay, wait, I've got to look at this and see. I didn't even look at that for the last one, but I've got to see. So this is an ultra rare. I was looking at the stars at the bottom to see. Okay, so we just got an ultra rare Tinkaton EX. That is absolutely fantastic. Really great at highlighting Tinkaton. Oh my goodness, I haven't fully understood these Pokemon, this entire evolution, but that is a really cool version of one of the Tinkatink, Tinkaton, Tinka all the way Pokemon. That is a really cool card. I love all the colors. It's very like block color like, and I like that. It fits the character. That's so awesome. Oh my goodness, this is so great. Okay. And then of course we have, and I love the fact that it followed a Tinkatink. It was like, okay, you know what? We're just gonna throw in a Tinkatink, and then we're gonna sometimes I think they do this on purpose. I think that they put them in there because they just want to see your reaction to getting the same evolutionary chain of evolution back to back. Okay, so then that was our first Paldea Evolved box. Okay, where did I put the other one? Now I feel like I've lost it. Okay, where did I put the other one? Oh, it's right in front of me. I'm okay. It's totally fine. It's Saturday, or it's Friday. I'm filming this on a Friday, so this is that's the reason. I've been working all week. Just started a new job this week, so my brain is a little frazzled right now. You know, whenever you start a new job at all, in any regard, it does take some getting used to. It takes some acclimation and understanding. So I'm enjoying this end of the week Pokemon opening, which is awesome, especially with all of you guys. And I also love the fact that the key Pokemon highlighted on the outside of the boxes themselves are that ice Pokemon because I love that one. Okay, so like I said, this one obviously comes in it as well, which is exactly what we looked at last time. It has all that information of the best way to build your deck, as well as on the other side, it has the list of Pokemon. Okay, so it looks like we did get a second card. We have a Tinkaton, so we didn't get the same one. That makes me really happy. That's really exciting, because I do remember, I can't remember which one it was, but the last time I opened one, I believe I got the same one twice. And so, which is totally fine. It's totally fine, but I did want to see what the other ones were. So it wasn't the Pelipper, but we did get Tinkaton. So, oh, okay, so here are the other two, it looks like. Unless this is just a, oh, this might be the trainer tips for your particular deck. So I could be misreading the fact that there are two different Pokemon types on the outside because it doesn't even match that particular card right there. So I'm guessing I would have to look up the remaining special cards. That's probably what I'll end up having to do. But if you know, let me know. Or the promo cards for these. But it looks like we got ourselves a Tinkaton, a special promo, holo promo Tinkaton. Very nice. This is a interesting rendition. I'm trying to figure out, it looks like the hammer is being swung and it is blurry and it is in the middle of a battle with rocks everywhere. Don't you just love my descriptions? I should just actually write the words on these cards of what's going on. Their ability, there are rocks and there's a swinging hammer. No, I won't do that. Don't worry. No one's giving me that job anytime soon. Okay. Here is your code card. Make sure you put that in on your online or your Pokemon TCG live account. Okay, there is our, it looks like we got a luminous energy. So because we're looking at these energies and they are primarily psychic and dark, that means that that is going to be the type of Pokemon we are going to encounter in this deck. So we have an Ultra Ball, I can't even speak today. Super Rod, Great Balls, two of them, Artizone, Youngster, Professor's Research, Nemona, Clavel, and then we get into our Pokemon. We have a Murkrow, multiple Murkrow, we have a Flamigo, multiple Flamigo, Tinkatink, and Tinkatuff. So a little bit less, it seems like a little bit less of a variety there, but I'm sure that's all the Pokemon that you could possibly need in order to take on your first battle, which is once again why I love these, I'm dropping things, which is why I love these boxes. What did I just drop in here that okay, there we go. Just making sure everything was in there because I didn't want to drop anything. Okay, there's that. Gotta keep it open so that I can put all of these fantastic cards in there. It does look like we got all different packs again, so they really did a good job of giving us all of the different packs, pack arts in these. That doesn't always happen, so that's kind of cool. And then obviously we have 3 more to go after that, so make sure you don't pick up and leave after we finish these 4 booster packs. You want to see what comes next, and you want those booster or those code cards, of course. So our first one from the second box. Here we go. If you haven't been here before, you don't know all of the fantastic sound effects that come out of my mouth. I apologize. Okay, here is your energy. We're getting all different types of energy today. We have water energy, so we have a slack off, just hanging out and slacking off. Pika! Okay, we have a Q-Font, Sudowoodo just hanging out in the forest. We have Grusha, Primeape standing in front of one of those openings. If you've played the game, you know, Pineco once again. And let's see what that next card is. And we got another one. We got a Knackley. Oh, that is so cool. I don't fully understand this Pokemon either, but it's a cool card anyways. It kind of looks like he's blending in with all of the rest of the pots and pans, hanging out on that counter space. Okay, in 3, 2. I'm struggling. Wait, why does it stick? Oh, the Paldea Evolved EX. No wonder it was sticking to it. I couldn't get it to slide. Oh, a little off center, but that is totally fine. Absolutely beautiful, beautiful card. We have I actually don't even know what kind of Pokemon this would look like as a real animal, but I guess they just let their imaginations flow, which is totally fine. But there is our Paldea and Clodsire EX. We got a double pull on this one. We have the Knockley, and it says its powers are Salt Coating and Tackle, which explains why it's sitting on a kitchen counter, because it's going to coat all of your food with salt, and we always need that. Salt makes everything taste a little better, depending on what you're actually eating, unless it's like well, even in like cakes and stuff, you put some salt in there, but just depends on how much you put in there. But this is a very nice card. I always love the illustration arts or illustration rares. I think that they are an incredible addition. It started out as gallery cards, Galarian Gallery, Gallery in general, which I really love. Because it's just basically a whole new spin on these Pokemon. It's almost like getting full arts, but in a different way, and I really love the fact that they added those. They're some of my favorites, honestly. And actually, I opened something the other day because it came in. It was a blister, and it came in and it was already open, and I was super sad about it because the way in which it was put in the mailbox, it was bent and it was already open. So the bent booster pack I did open, but I kept the other two. They are over here. So it was going to be part of our Obsidian Flames, but I am going to open those with you guys, the other two. I just wanted to see what the damage was for the bent pack, and I did end up getting, of course, in the bent pack, one of the illustration rares that I really want, which was the Ninetales, and I go back and forth about how I feel. I think I'm gonna be able to straighten out the bend, but it was really sad. I'm not gonna lie, it's really sad. Okay, there is your fire energy. Okay, we have Bramblin, Shinx, Nimble, Mischief, Bravery Charm, Gothorita, our Hodgecrow. Okay, we have our first reverse holo. We have a Zweilous, and 3-2, and a reverse holo Mimikyu. Oh, I love that. And 3-2, and a holo Glimmora. I love the fact that we got the Mimikyu. And it's such a funny, like, I don't know. It's a funny picture because it's adorable, but it's also, Mimikyu is such a dark Pokemon, and it's just sitting in this lit up forest looking, well, I guess I could say it looks happy because it's got the smile on its hood, but but it is really cute picture. But it's funny because it's just such a contrast between Mimikyu. Oh wait, why did I just put this in a top loader? It is because I got really excited that it's Mimikyu. But yes, it is a funny combination of Mimikyu and this lit up nice happy forest. But I like it. I like the contrast. I feel like whenever they add that kind of sorry, I ripped the other sleeve trying to get it out. When they add those kind of contrasts, not all the time, but every once in a while, it makes me chuckle. And I like it. Those are usually some of my favorite cards, is when there's a huge contrast between the Pokemon and its environment. Especially in a case like Mimikyu, because I think that's just like a fun way to show the distinctions in the world of Pokemon and how every Pokemon lives and their own personalities. I think that's really cool. So there is our Glimmora, and it's looking like I am wasting a whole lot more battery today than normal. I don't know why, but I might have to just go ahead and put a quick pause really quickly and be right back for the last few booster packs, so don't go anywhere. Okay, I'm back for our last few booster packs. Let's keep on going. Here we go. So this is our second to last one in this box, and then we have 3 more to go, so don't go anywhere. You don't want to miss these fantastic code cards. Make sure you're putting those all in on your Pokemon Online, or Pokemon TCG Live. I will never get that down. Okay, we have some more electric energy. It's been a little while. We have Meryl, Mankey, so we're seeing some different Pokemon now. Delibird, Super Rod, we have Miss Magius, Bramblegast, a Toxicroak, Calamitous Snowy Mountain. Let's see what that second to last card is. And a reverse holo Slackoth in 3-2, and a holo Veluza. We like never see Veluza. I don't think I've rarely seen that card or seen that Pokemon, but that's actually a really cool card too. Look at that. It's basically surfing the wave, and it's got the entire wave in the background in a circle. I think that's what I'm assuming. It could be a totally different I don't know, it could be in the water or underwater. I don't know, but for me it looks like it's surfing and it's jumping out of a huge wave, which is really cool. Okay, let's see. We have one more booster pack from this second box. And then we have 3 more to go from this stadium. See, that is also another positive about getting the stadium as opposed to just the individual boxes. If you can, you do get that those extra items that you probably wouldn't get in a box, which would include like the dice, damage counters, and of course 3 extra booster packs that you probably wouldn't get in the individual boxes. So there are some pluses, and you're also obviously getting a second one for either yourself or because you don't know what you're gonna get, and it could be an entirely different type than what you wanted, or for a friend to play with you, or an enemy. Just kidding, we don't have enemies around here. Your rival, your Pokemon rival. We have a Mastiff, Wingull, Pineco, Sudowoodo, Grusha, Primeape, a Magikarp, and let's see what that second to last card is. Hey, Saguaro! Oh my goodness, we did get this card before, I believe, but I always love this card because I love the distinction between all of the different Pokemon that he's got hanging around him. And 3, 2, and a Holo Luxray. These are 2 great pools. Those are 2 great pools, great individuals, great Pokemon. Those are awesome. I'm really excited about that. I do, like I said, I believe I do have Saguaro, and I think I have actually 2 of him from before, but I love this card. It's a heartwarming card. You see all these different Pokemon just hanging around him as he's just washing his hands. You know, do what you're supposed to do. Always wash your hands. And it's just a cute and heartwarming trainer card. And of course, our beautiful Luxray. Okay, so this was our last one of that second box. And then we have 3 booster packs. And then I will show you guys one of the surprises that I received so that I could stop holding on to them for so long. Although it does keep everyone on their toes. I think I'm gonna do the first one that I received, and then the big one. Actually, for me, this one's pretty big, but the other one was really cool as well. So today you only get one though, so you have to come next time, maybe. Okay, our last 3 booster packs. Here we go. Let us see. There's your code card. And I love the fact that we're starting with a Sprigatito. Okay, let's see what that energy is. Some steel energy, changing it up on us, I see. We have Sprigatito, Quaxley. Okay, we're just missing Fuecoco. Why does it always miss that one? I don't even think we've had a Fuecoco today. We haven't. That's weird. Okay, Tinkatuff is our first reverse holo. Let's see what we get. And yes! Yes, we got Tinglu. Oh my goodness, that is a beautiful card. And 3, 2, and a holo Glamora. Look at that. Oh, even the ground being split. That's a really beautiful card. I'm so excited about that. Oh my goodness, that is awesome. I'm so excited. That is really great. Oh, goodness gracious, that is a cool card. I hadn't seen this one before. I really like to try to keep myself from watching as much as possible to keep myself kind of in the dark on a lot of these Pokemon cards, because I think the way that I like to approach things is like, I know that there are chase cards for everyone, but I tend to pick my own chases at the same time. And the best way to do that without being influenced by obviously everyone saying this one's the one that everyone wants, so it's going to be the most costly, it's going to be the most expensive one. I mean, that's awesome, but at the same time I tend to look at it based off of, you know, the Pokemon that I personally like, and which ones I really think have the best artwork. And so for me, something like that would definitely be up there for me as far as being a chase card. So and most of the time I actually don't fully know what the chase cards are for everyone else, and then there are people who will comment and say, you know, that was a huge card. And I mean, that's awesome, and I'm really excited because like that's what I always want to see, is which ones are your chase cards. But I also think it's really important at the same time to really pick your own chase cards, not just go for the ones that everyone else is telling you are the big ones. Because I think that's something that I've been doing, especially lately, and it just makes it so much more fun because you get to really pick the cards that you love. And you might still love the ones that everyone wants, but it's really important for you to be able to pick your own chases as well. So, just fun facts. Very nice. We have a Bramblegast, Superior Energy Retrieval. Oh, there's our Saguaro, and let's see if we get a second to last pool. And we have Tandem Mouse. No household of mouses, but we do have Tandem Mouse, and 3, 2, and a EX Skeledirge. We got our second EX, and it is, you know what, this makes up for the lack of Fuecocos. This definitely makes up for the lack of Fuecocos in all of this. We got the Skeledirge EX. Oh my goodness. This particular Pokemon does actually make me laugh all the time because it kind of, I don't know why, maybe it's just me, but maybe it's the way that the fire comes off of its cheeks, but it almost reminds me, and like just the way that it's painted and everything, it gives me clown, I don't know, clown vibes, I guess. So it makes me think of like a clownish Pokemon, but a clown alligator. I don't know why, I can't explain it, but I don't dislike it, it just, that's what it always reminds me of, but it's such a cool Pokemon. There are just certain Pokemon that will, or things in life that don't make sense maybe to anyone else, but they make sense in your brain, and that is totally fine. For me, it is Skeledirge looks like he's starting a new career as a clown. And it is, I'm totally okay with that. Okay, we are on our last booster pack. Here we go. Let's see if we can get something magical. Some last pack magic, maybe. We've had a lot of great pulls from this one, though. This was a top-notch pulls for pulls, or set for pulls. There's your last code card. Make sure you're putting those in on your Pokemon TCG Live. There is your water energy. We have Voltorb. We have Clavel. Clavel? I like Clavel. Noibat, Fletchinder. We have Vikoroth, Oranguru. What? Oh, well, looks like we're getting double reverse holos. We have Charcadet and Gothita and 3, 2. And a holo Palmot. That is a cute way to end it, though. I do love Palmot. Palmot, Palmo. What's the big one? Palmy? Big Palmy? Is it Palmy, Palmot? But wait, Palmy, Palmo, Palmot. Am I right? Maybe. They all look so much alike. They're adorable though, but they all look so much alike I get confused. There is our final pull. We have a Palmot holo looking super cute with all that electric energy coming out of its little bitty peepaws. And of course, our final reverse holos, we have the Gothita. The Gothita, and of course, the Charcadet. There we go. Okay, so I'm gonna go through these are fantastic pulls, and then I will show you my surprise, and then we will round this fantastic episode out. Okay. Here are our reverse holos. We have the Charcadet, Gothita, Saguaro, Tandem Mouse, Tinkatuff, Magikarp, the Calamitous Snow Mountain, Slakoth, Zuelis, Mimikyu, Pineco, Croagunk, Tinkatink looking super sad. I think it dropped his popsicle. Tarantula, or Tarantula. I always like to say Tarantula. Girafarig, Hoppip, Relor, and of course our fantastic big pulls. We have Palmot, we have Glamora. I'm gonna flip it over so I keep them in order. Luxray, Veluza, Glamora again, Boss's Orders, Gargunkel, Excalibur, a Clodsire EX, our Skeledirge EX, the Tinkaton EX, our Knockley, Arctibax, Tinglu EX, Saguaro, Dendra, and then our 2 promo cards, we had Excalibur and Tinkaton, right? Yeah, Tinkaton. I almost said Tinkatink, but I got it right. Okay, so I told you guys I had a surprise, and this is something that I actually got for my birthday, so it's been a few months, so I apologize for the delay. They've been kind of sitting here, and I keep forgetting to bring them out, but I thought they were so cool. I didn't even know these were made, And I know probably a lot of you have seen them before, but we have these beautiful Japanese cards. They did this entire series of Pokemon Japanese. Layla, yes ma'am, hi, I'm almost done. Layla's talking to me. Of these beautiful Japanese cards that they don't have it's almost like the beginning of the drawing, but it's amazing because they have one for each Eevee. I believe they have one for Pikachu, and I'm sure they have others, but obviously I love my Eevees, and there are more that I want to get, but they all have their own unique expression. Obviously this Eevee, this original, just looks really angry. Glaceon's very stoic. And then Leafeon kind of looks a little angry too. But they are fantastic cards. I think you can find them on many different online portals or shopping, anywhere you can get, you know, Pokemon, usually from other individuals who have purchased them. And I thought that was such a cool birthday gift, and I wanted to share it with you guys. And I've been holding on to them, and I needed it to be showing you guys, and then I would get through an entire episode and totally forget. But that was one of the fantastic surprises that I received, and I am still so excited about them because they are so unique. You see a lot of obviously very colorful Pokemon cards, even from going back to the very beginning, but to see ones that really are just kind of drawn with a blank background, no color, obviously color around the card or around the image, but that just being the primary viewpoint, but also still being able to give them personality, I think is such a cool way to do it. So I want to ultimately collect all of them, but those are the 3 that I started out with. So thank you guys so much for tuning into another episode. Hopefully you enjoyed it as much as I did. I enjoy every single week spending time with you guys, and getting to open Pokemon cards is such a relaxing time and a fun time, and hopefully you guys feel the same, even when I mispronounce Pokemon's name. But I just am so grateful to all of you guys for tuning in, and make sure before you head out that you hit that like button, the subscribe button, and ring that bell so that you never miss a single CharlieGeaux episode. And also make sure you are following one of the 3, if not all of the 3, social media accounts: Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter, so you get early access to at least one code card prior to the upcoming episode. Thank you guys again for being so fantastic. Make sure you leave a comment below telling me that you're here, that you joined this community, what your favorite pool was. Give us a fun Pokemon fact, whatever it is. I love to see your comments in the comment section, and I just want to say thank you for spending some time with me, and I hope to see you next time on CharlieGeaux. Bye guys.